Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Bring Jesus in and shame. Declare Jesus to the ends of the earth.
Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day number 69 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A 48-state, 4-year ride for addiction recovery awareness. Each day we pedal for someone who's passed away from addiction, and the whole end goal is to build a rehab. And this is state number 38, South Dakota, on the Ride to RAGBRAI 2022. A 4,500-mile loop around the Midwest, Ohio to Erie Trail, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Glacier National Park, Yellowstone National Park, and east to RAGBRAI the last week of July. And it's all to raise awareness that addiction recovery options are available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you're battling addiction. So yeah, we're here at, what's the name of this place?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Crazy cool way that we ended up getting here. So Wayne and his wife Betsy rolled by the campground this morning right at 9 o'clock. They were ready to pick us up and take us down the road that had been closed, or around the road that had been closed. And so they asked us on the way if we wanted to see, like, there's a bison herd in Custer State Park. And so we were like, yeah, sure. Well, little did we know it was 1,500 bison. Like, there's a huge herd of bison there. And we got to see babies. We got to see all kinds of stuff. It was just a really cool time. And then they took us on up the highway that we would have been on, the Iron Mountain Road, which had like the Scoville-Johnson Tunnel. And the Scoville-Johnson Tunnel was super cool because at the very end of it, you can see Mount Rushmore, and it kind of frames it up like a postcard.
Like right down that way.
Yeah, it just frames it up like a postcard, just right there in the center, trees on both sides. It was absolutely gorgeous. And then coming down the road around the mountain, we got to go around these pigtails. And so there's like 3 pigtail curves where you do a complete 360 degree. And one of them was like a double pigtail that took us around one time and then took us around a second time back under ourselves. And each time you could see the old wooden construction. I guess it was a CCC, a Conservation Corps effort. Way back when. It had to have been after the memorials, because each one of the tunnels seemed to just kind of line up the monument really well, the Mount Rushmore monument really well. So then we rolled in here into the actual Mount Rushmore facility, and pulling in, we were getting ready to park, and it was like $10 for parking, and all they were doing was dropping us off. And so I was like, I got it, don't worry about it. And they were like, no, you don't worry about that. And when they dropped us off, Wayne came around the truck and gave me a $50 donation, gave me a big hug. And then when Betsy came around, she gave me a big hug too. And then she mentioned that Wayne's brother had passed, and so we'll be riding for him in about 10 days or so. But
thank you so much, Wayne and Betsy. That it's great. We didn't have to take the ride up, so thank you.
Yeah, not only just the ride up, but we got around that that road. It would have been an extra day. We didn't have food for that. We didn't have water for that. And God had the right people in the right place at the right time. And it was cool because it ended up being an opportunity to ride for someone. And you just, it never ceases to blow my mind how good God is at, lining all these crazy little situations up. And I'm so glad that you're getting to see it, Liam. Like, out of all the, hundreds of people that could have been at that campground, thousands of people that could have been at that campground, it was Wayne and Betsy who have, a personal story with loss from addiction. It's just good. It's just good. God's just so good. But yeah, so now we're here. We just ate some lunch, and we're going to go kind of check out the inside, check out some of the stuff, and then we're going to go ride down into Keystone, which is where we're going to stay. It's like a 5-mile ride today. Less than that, maybe even. 3 miles, 4 miles. we're going to find like a hotel or a campground in Keystone, and we're going to stay there. And then I still haven't reached out to Renee yet, but he is supposed to pick us up and take us to Scenic tomorrow morning. As long as we can line all that up, then we will just have a ride tomorrow, like 30 miles from Scenic to Interior, which will be all through the Badlands. But my whole focus today is to get yesterday's video produced, uploaded, and sent out onto YouTube. Get this one done, edited, cut, posted, uploaded, sent out to YouTube. And then get all of the social media things caught up while we're actually back here in cell service, because I don't know what cell service is going to be like again in the Badlands. I'm assuming any national park I've been in is usually really rare. So yeah, it's getting kind of warm. There's supposed to be a severe thunderstorm outlook for this afternoon. Right now it looks like we're okay, but we're going to try and figure out where to go, whether we should watch somewhere, watch limbs wherever we put our tent, or whether we should get indoors.
I think we should take a hotel.
I know you definitely think we should take a hotel, but the funds need to dictate that. And I know that God's always there with the funds, but we can't overspend if it's something that we'll just have to pray about it. If God says hotel, then we go hotel. If God says campground, then we go campground. He's provided every single step of the way along the journey through our friends on YouTube, friends on Facebook, and friends that we've met in person.
We passed the hotel. Give us 40-mile wingas the other way. Turn around, go to the hotel.
Yep, we'll see. We'll see what he does. And yeah, you guys will see more of that
Right about now.
Alright, so we ended up choosing a hotel and ended up being $100 here at the Ramada. So we got checked in and took Liam down to eat at a pizza place called Cruisers, which was really good. Just really good pizza. And then came back here. He swam in the pool, and I've already got the first video cut, edited, uploaded. There is super fast Wi-Fi here. It's out, it's available to watch, and you already know that because it's already up. Trying to get everything figured out. I reached out to Renee, and he did say that he will be here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So we'll have to get up early and make sure that we're completely ready to go. And he's going to take us to Scenic. And from Scenic, Liam and I will pedal to Interior. I still really have no idea where I'm going to, where we're going to end up camping. I think there's a national park campground there in the Badlands somewhere. It looks like food is going to be scarce, if existent at all, between Scenic and Interior, and so we'll stop at Walmart on the way in and get whatever foods that we'll need for our ride tomorrow. And then it looks like there's a little grocery store that will be open on Sunday morning, maybe even tomorrow evening if we get there early enough, to where we can kind of plan our trip into Wall. So the next couple days, I don't know how cellular service is going to look. I don't know how any of it's going to look. But I think that's part of the fun part about these rides. It's just, rolling up on a road closed sign and having no idea.
All of a sudden, having somebody just say, "Do you need a ride around that closed road?"
God's just too good. And then for them to also have someone for us to pedal for, and just to be so kind and to take us and show us all the sights that we wouldn't have seen. It was an amazing day today. Definitely really enjoyed Mount Rushmore. Had no idea it was as big as it is. It's massive. It's just massive. And so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut and edit and upload this video and get it out. I'm going to be up late tonight. A lot on my plate here. getting everything done from yesterday. I don't like the days without signal because it just backs things up. I'm already from can to can't. You've heard me say that before. Every single day, there's no break, and so when I pile two days together into one, it's rough. But God will make a way where there seems to be no way. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video here for the day. That rhymes. So, if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, anybody in general, please share this with them. Thank you so much, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. Every one of you that is liking every video, commenting on every video, sharing every video, and those of you that are subscribed to the YouTube channel. The analytics love it, we do too, and who knows, it might save a life. Don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. That link is also in the Popple link, and you can go there and find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund, which is a fund I started to help families that lose loved ones to addiction with paying funeral costs. So from here at the Ramada, after a 3-mile cycling day and about a 50-mile day total of riding around through the mountains of Custer State Park, the Black Hills of South Dakota, meeting new friends Wayne and Betsy, seeing Mount Rushmore, spending a day there, riding down the hill into town. That was a 10% grade for 3 miles too. It's one of the steeper ones I've ever seen, so I'm so thankful that they took us all the way up there to Mount Rushmore. That would have been super painful trying to climb up, especially as hot as today got. Thunder showers did roll in. It got stormy here for a little bit, so glad to be under a roof. That was kind of the call that we made to make us not choose the tent, and I know the Lord will provide even when it doesn't look like He will. So yeah, from here at the Ramada Inn in Keystone, South Dakota, we love you guys. Jesus loves you. We'll see you later. Have a good night.